Good morning and welcome to a fairly grey day in Newark. Could get nicer, near Nottingham in the UK. And today I'm going to take you through a piece I put on as a Sibelius video of a Waltz number 2 by Shostakovich. And it was actually written for a variety orchestra rather than the jazz suites. But it's got associated with it enough. It's called it Suite Number 2 for jazz orchestra. But now we're doing it for ukulele, and it's really just a gentle minor key waltz in C minor, and I've called that a very ukulele friendly key, and you'll see why as I go through it. Now I expect errors and things. I haven't learnt to play it totally through as a flowing piece, so some of my thoughts, I've just done a reworking of it since the video I released, and so some of it's a bit new to me as well, but I think it's worth doing this kind of exercise, and if you want to follow it closely then please do email me for the actual score. So let's start with a nice pa in C minor, and the C minor I'm using is this one. And in this, I'm using my thumb on both the bass notes, or the open strings, but you could do it with I, then M and A, and then P. And now there's a whole variety of C minors we're playing. This is this shape, 0086, but then we're going up to this one. The reason being where we want the bass note of that C to come through, but we want a G at the top. Okay, then we're going to a standard. Notice another change in bar 10. We're going from this C minor. Now the second beat in bar 10 you can do with a little brush stroke. It's one of my favourite strokes, and I just do it with my finger going down. Now I've got a happily still bending middle finger, M finger. So I'm playing the 11, that A flat with that. Now into a G7, which is not the easiest one to play, but it really does work. And again, it's because we want that G at the top. So that's why that is a useful shape to get. You can play it with that, but then you're stuck with a higher, whatever now, G in it, and I wanted to have that one. And also, sorry, when you get the 5 in, you get the F, that's the note I'm talking about. Rather than the F being there, it's there. And often in my arrangements I'm trying to go for the lowest possible sound, but obviously when you're playing high notes it can be difficult to reach them. And then you're into this one. So these are all versions of G7. Now you've got another one. That whole shape. This is bar 14. So I played those two, then that one, then into that G7 with the added C on the top. So it's a G7 sus. But that's just leading. The sustained note is following as it normally does by the third. The fourth goes down to third. Couple of different ways of playing bar 18, swapping those or sliding. Now this song, when you listen to the MIDI file or the recorded version of it, you get that, but really you want it to be a really light stroke on that C minor. Now a nice F minor. Again, use a double stop if you can, if you can't. These are another version of F minor, so you've had this F minor, or at least this little bit of it, and then you're into F minor there, then a B flat, bit of a stretch, but it's better than that chord. Why? Because you're putting the D down here. Nice bit of interchange here. Okay, so that bit, you've got the E flat, and then up to this. So you've got this C minor, followed by that one. Then the next one is this. Nice change of sound. Then repeat. Okay, and second section, you're really going into the key of E flat now from C minor. So from bar 43. Sounds a bit like the old Bull and Bush, if you know that tune. Now B flat 7. I haven't put the full chords in here because I thought they were slightly easier to play it like this. This is bar 51. Yeah. Sorry, getting into a mess of this one. Bar 53, 52, sorry. That's probably the easiest way to do it, so be prepared to move from the 5-3 there, 1 and 2 with finger 1 and 2, double stop for the E flat one, and then, and on these ones, again this brush stroke, so, and if it just comes out like that, if you can only do a simultaneous pluck so far, then just do that. But if you can roll it. Now this one, I've just changed this again from my original. Could be a C7 there as well. Okay, so it's C7 sus4, this is bar 55. La, la. See where the tune's going. La, la. Another slight change in 57. B flat's always a strange note to play. If you're playing the chord of E flat, then you can end up going to there, but you're not losing a lot by doubling the note, by playing the 6. And I've put a rip there. Then back a tempo at these E flats. Okay, then that takes us to bar. This is a bit I haven't explored very much. So you've got the E flat here. This is bar 63, and then you come back with those fingers like that. Yeah, so. Keep fingers 3 and 4, and then you're ready for the actually that would be better instead of 6 and 0 you could just play, just leave the chord there and play 3 and 3. You're just changing on which string the note is. Okay, actually I'll change that in the score I send out. Then a nice... You could probably do the same thing there. And then you've got 670, you've got an E flat 7. Again, it's this shape we had as the G7 up there. But here, I've put an ossia bar, which is that. Again, the reason I prefer that one, although it's the biggest stretch of these chords you get, is because of having the low D flat as the 7th of the A flat 7 chord, of the E flat 7 chord. And then you're into this A flat and F minor 7s, and then up to this E flat again. Used to love playing that as an E flat 3 3 3 10, but it's a bit of a stretch on a concert. And then a nice simple bit, well, not so simple because it's in A flat, in E flat again. Notice that. Using my second finger to come down on the 2 4s in bar 79 or 80. Then I have done this stretch to get that F on an E flat chord. Not too bad. Then one again to that B flat 7 in bar 91, which we had before, and then there's a repeat of that section back to bar 77. And if you're carrying on, what is it? Oh, that's no one. Do this, and that will take you right back to the beginning, back to this. And you can play that first section twice if you wish to. So where it says at bar 38, go to coda, you could play the first time ending bar, go back to the repeat sign at bar 5, and then play on to coda, and then the coda is this. I've put 5 3 3 3 B. It's just as good to play 0 3 3 3, then up to that, and then the final chord, a C minor, open C, open G, open G, open C, an E flat and a C. Okay, so enjoy this revised version of Waltz No. 2 by Dmitri Shostakovich, who never probably contemplated writing for the ukulele, I guess, but it's fun to do. Thank you for watching.